Let me ask you something. What do you think actually changes your life? Is it one big lucky break? Or one magical day where everything suddenly clicks? No. The truth is, it's the small, simple actions you take every single day. That's where real change is born. We love to believe it's about grand gestures or huge moments, but let's be real. Most people's lives don't transform overnight. They transform quietly, step by step, through small choices that stack up over time. Think about it like this. Brushing your teeth once doesn't matter, but brushing them twice a day, every day, that's how you keep them healthy for years. Reading one page today feels tiny, but one page every day for a year? That's a whole book. Saving just a few dollars might feel pointless, but save a little every day, and suddenly you've built a safety net. Small daily actions are like drops of water filling a bucket. At first, it looks like nothing's happening, but if you keep going, one day that bucket overflows. That's what success really is. Consistent drops that create a flood. So stop waiting for the perfect moment to take massive action. It doesn't exist. What matters is what you do today, in this moment. Send that email. Go for that short walk. Drink that glass of water. These little wins don't just add up, they multiply. Your future self is being built right now, in the small decisions you make. So don't underestimate them. Start small. Stay consistent. And remember this. Even the smallest step forward is still progress. Keep going, and one day, those tiny steps will take you somewhere incredible. Be honest with yourself for a second. How many times have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow," just because you didn't feel like it today? We've all been there. But here's the hard truth. If you only act when you feel motivated, you'll never get far. Real growth comes from discipline, showing up, especially when you don't feel like it. Think about an athlete. Do you really think they wake up every morning excited to train? No. Some days their body hurts, some days they're tired, some days they'd rather stay in bed. But they train anyway. That's what separates champions from everyone else. Discipline is choosing long-term rewards over short-term comfort. It's saying, I don't feel like it, but I'll do it anyway, because my future matters more than this moment of laziness. And once you push through that resistance, you realize the hardest part wasn't the workout, the project, or the task itself. It was just starting. Here's the secret. Your feelings will lie to you. They'll tell you not today or you can skip this one time. But discipline keeps you on track. It builds trust with yourself. And the more you practice it, the stronger it gets. So the next time you don't feel like showing up, remember this. Your goals don't care about your mood. Your future doesn't care about your excuses. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even when it's tough. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Cross it every day, no matter how you feel, and one day you'll stand on the other side, proud, unstoppable, and unshakable. Here's something people don't realize. Your mindset decides your future more than your talent, your money, or your circumstances. The way you think shapes the way you live. And just like a muscle, your mindset gets stronger only if you train it every single day. Think about it. If you go to the gym once, you won't get strong. But if you go consistently, even when it's hard, your body changes. Your mind works the same way. Every thought you feed it is like a rep. Positive, disciplined thoughts make it stronger. Negative, doubtful thoughts make it weaker. Take an example. Two people face the same problem. Let S say they both fail an exam or lose a job. One person thinks, I'm a failure. I'll never make it. The other thinks, this hurts, but it's a chance to learn and come back stronger. Same situation, completely different outcomes. Why? Mindset. Training your mind doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small habits. Speak kindly to yourself. Replace I can't with I'll try. When you catch yourself thinking negative, flip it into something that moves you forward. Read books that inspire you. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. These small daily practices are like mental workouts. Your mindset is your strongest muscle because it carries you through when motivation fades and life gets tough. And the best part? You're in control. You decide how to think, how to respond, and how to grow. So train your mind every single day. Guard it, feed it, and push it to become stronger. Because when your mindset is unstoppable, nothing in the world can hold you back. Let me tell you something that might shock you. Talent alone isn't enough. You can be the most gifted person in the room, but if you don't show up consistently, someone with less talent will eventually pass you. Why? Because consistency always beats talent when talent is inconsistent. Think about school. Maybe you knew that one kid who was naturally smart but never studied. And then there was another kid who wasn't the brightest, but they did their homework, asked questions, and showed up every single day. Who usually ended up doing better? The consistent one. Because talent gives you a head start, but consistency takes you to the finish line. The truth is, success doesn't come from what you do once in a while. It comes from what you do over and over again. Writing 1 page a day turns into a book. Practicing an instrument for 20 minutes daily turns into skill. Showing up at the gym regularly turns into strength. The magic is not in intensity, it's in repetition. Even the most talented people fall behind if they rely only on their natural ability. But the consistent ones, they build discipline, momentum, and results that talent alone can't match. So stop worrying about whether you're the most gifted, the smartest, or the fastest. That's not what will decide your success. What matters is showing up, doing the work, and refusing to quit. Consistency may not look flashy, but it wins every time. So keep going. Keep building. Keep showing up, even on the days you don't feel like it. Because if you stay consistent, one day, even the most talented people will wonder how you got so far. Here's the truth. Perfection is a trap. Waiting to be perfect before you start something will keep you stuck forever. What really matters isn't being flawless, it's moving forward, one step at a time. Progress will always be more powerful than perfection. Think about learning to walk. When you were a baby, you didn't stand up and run on the first try. You wobbled, you fell, you stumbled, and nobody said, "You're not perfect, so stop trying." No. You kept taking messy little steps until they turned into confident strides. That's how growth works, not through perfection, but through progress. Too many people waste years waiting for the perfect moment to start their dream. They wait until they feel ready, until they have enough money, until they know every detail. But here's the secret. You'll never feel 100% ready. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is today, and the choice to make progress. Even small progress counts. Write 1 paragraph instead of a whole book. Go for a 10-minute jog instead of waiting for the perfect workout routine. Save $5 instead of waiting until you can save $100. Those little steps add up. Perfection is about looking good. Progress is about getting better. And getting better is what changes your life. So let go of the pressure to do everything perfectly. Take action, even if it's messy. Move forward, even if it's slow. Because progress, no matter how small, will always beat standing still. Remember this, your life won't be shaped by perfect moments, but by imperfect actions that you kept showing up for. Keep moving, keep growing, and trust that progress is enough. Let's be real. Excuses are easy. They roll off our tongue before we even notice. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. But here's the problem. Excuses don't move your life forward. Effort does. Every time you give an excuse, you trade progress for comfort. Think about it. How many times have you said I'll start working out next week, and then weeks turned into months? How many times have you said I'll chase that dream when things settle down? But things never really settle down. Excuses feel safe in the moment, but in the long run, they rob you of growth. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to try. Effort doesn't mean running a marathon today. It could be a 10-minute walk. It doesn't mean building your dream business overnight. It could be sending one email, making one plan, or taking one small step. Effort builds momentum, and momentum changes everything. There's always going to be a reason not to start. Life will always be busy. You'll always feel a little tired, a little unsure, a little scared. But you can't let those reasons win. Replace every excuse with action, no matter how small. Because here's the truth: nobody ever regrets trying. They regret not trying. They regret letting excuses win. So the next time you catch yourself saying, "I don't have time," flip it into, "I'll make time." When you hear yourself say, "I can't," change it to, "I'll try." Excuses hold you back. Effort moves you forward. Remember this: effort is always in your control. And if you choose effort over excuses day after day, there's nothing you can't build. We live in a world that loves quick fixes. Lose weight fast, get rich overnight, learn a skill in 7 days. But here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Real wins don't come from shortcuts. They come from patience, persistence, and the grind you put in when nobody's watching. Think about a farmer. When they plant seeds, they don't expect a harvest the next day. They water the soil, wait through the seasons, and trust the process. That's how growth works. Slow, steady, and unseen at first. Success in life is no different. Look at anyone who has truly built something great. Athletes, musicians, business owners. They didn't get there overnight. They put in years of effort before anyone noticed. The overnight success, you see, is really the result of thousands of days of patience and consistent work. Shortcuts might give you quick results, but they rarely last. Crash diets don't build health. Cheating on a test doesn't build knowledge. Cutting corners in your work doesn't build skill. Patience, on the other hand, creates results that stick because you've earned them. So if you feel like your progress is slow, don't be discouraged. That's how real progress feels. Every rep, every page, every dollar saved, every small effort is building your foundation. You may not see it yet, but it's happening. The wins that matter take time, and when they come, they taste sweeter because you know the struggle behind them. So stop chasing shortcuts. Trust the process. Stay patient, stay steady, and keep showing up. Your breakthrough will come, not overnight, but right on time. Let me hit you with a truth that might sting. As long as you stay comfortable, you'll stay the same. Growth doesn't live in comfort zones. It lives right outside them, in the awkward, the scary, the uncertain. That's where you discover what you're really made of. Think about the first time you tried something new. Maybe it was speaking in front of a class, starting a new job, or going to the gym for the first time. You probably felt nervous, maybe even terrified. But after you pushed through, didn't you feel stronger? Didn't you realize, hey, I can actually do this? That's growth. And it only happened because you stepped out of comfort. Comfort feels safe, but it also keeps you stuck. It whispers, stay here, don't risk it, don't fail. But nothing changes in that space. Muscles don't grow without resistance. Skills don't sharpen without practice. Confidence doesn't build without challenges. The uncomfortable moments are where transformation happens. Every time you choose to stretch yourself, even just a little, you're training your mind and body to adapt, to rise, to get better. So don't fear discomfort, chase it. Sign up for the class that scares you. Speak up when your voice shakes. Push one more rep in the gym. Say yes to opportunities that make your stomach flip. Because every time you step into discomfort, you step into growth. And one day, you will look back and realize the moments you once feared were the exact moments that made you who you are. So remember this: comfort keeps you safe, but discomfort makes you strong. Step out. Stretch yourself. That's where your best self is waiting. Here's the truth. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else's belief will matter. Confidence has to start inside you before the world ever sees it. Think about it. Every person you admire, every athlete, every artist, every entrepreneur started with nothing but an idea and self-belief. They didn't wait for people to clap for them. They didn't wait for approval. They moved forward even when no one understood their vision. That's the secret. Belief comes first, recognition comes later. Maybe you've shared a dream before and someone laughed or told you it wasn't possible. That hurts, I know. But here's the thing. Other people's doubts don't define you. Their disbelief doesn't cancel out your potential. The only voice that truly matters is the one inside your own head. Think about Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. If he had waited for the world's approval, we might still be sitting in the dark. He believed in his idea long before the world did. That's why he succeeded. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you'll never doubt or stumble. It means you'll keep moving anyway. It means saying, I can figure this out when everything feels uncertain. It means trusting that you're capable, even when results haven't shown up yet. So here's my challenge for you. Stop waiting for validation. Stop waiting for applause. Look in the mirror and remind yourself daily, I believe in me. Because once you do, you'll unlock a power no one can take away. Remember this. Belief is the seed. Effort is the water. Time is the sunlight. Plant it, nurture it, and soon enough, the world will see the results you already knew were possible. Let me be honest with you. The moments that nearly break you are the same moments that build you. The hardest battles you fight in life, the struggles, the failures, the nights you cry when nobody else watching, those are the exact battles that shape the strongest version of you. Think about it. You don't build muscle by lifting light weights. You build muscle by pushing against heavy resistance, by feeling the burn, by going through the pain. Life works the same way. The challenges that feel impossible right now are actually shaping your strength. Remember a time you went through something tough, maybe losing a job, a relationship ending, or failing at something important. At the time, it felt unbearable. But didn't it also teach you something? Didn't it make you wiser, tougher, more resilient? That's because growth rarely comes from comfort. It comes from hardship. The people who inspire us most are the ones who've been through storms and refuse to quit. They're not strong because life was easy. They're strong because life tested them, and they kept fighting. So if you're in the middle of a battle right now, don't lose hope. This pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to shape you into someone stronger, braver, and more unstoppable than you've ever been. The hardest battles are the ones that reveal who you truly are. And I promise you this, when you come out on the other side, you won't just be alive. You'll be transformed. So hold on, keep fighting. Trust that every struggle is building the strongest version of you. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that the pain you thought would break you was actually the fire that forged you.